Winners don't make excuses when the other side plays the game.
Harvey Specter from Suits is known as New York's top closer. From closing deals, to closing girls, to networking and making connections, Harvey Specter is a man who makes shit happen. He's a winner. While it may seem hard to believe that there are real people in the world who live like Harvey Specter, it's true, and they all have some fundamental things in common. In this video, we are going to examine the numerous traits that make Harvey Specter so successful in the business world and his day-to-day life, and show you how you can implement these same traits in your life to be a winner in anything you do. Before we begin, be sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm.
I'm sorry, you say the bets to me?
Harvey, when are you going to leave Pearson, work for a man?
I'll leave Jessica anytime you want. You just have to formally ask. And then after that, why don't you formally ask Santa Claus to bring you a pony, because I'm not leaving Jessica. I check.
Harvey Specter is a master of assertive communication. To be assertive means to be comfortable stating your opinions and asking for what you want. Assertive communication is the complete opposite of passive communication, which is seen as very weak and annoying. Assertive communication is strong and commanding and is most often seen used by bosses and people of authority. We see this in Harvey Specter because anytime he needs something done, he always tells people what to do. He rarely asks for permission. He treats everyone like he is their boss, but does it in a stern, respectful way. This is a stark contrast to Louis Litt, who is also commanding, but does it in a rude, condescending way, which makes him look weak and makes people not want to respect him. This is key to being a winner, because no matter what you do, there will come times when you need to make tough decisions. To effectively make tough choices, you need to be direct and assertive, because if you don't, you risk either not being taken seriously or not communicating the message properly. Harvey Specter is also not afraid of direct confrontation, as anytime something bad happens, he doesn't beat around the bush.
Counselor, you asked to see me. You must have something to say.
Excluding friends, associates, and the clients that I represent, there are very few people that I'm on a first-name basis with. And I've never had anyone, let alone a judge I've never met, address me as Harvey in open court. But if you're going to screw me, I guess it's only fair that you call me by name.
He is not afraid to tell anyone off, even if that means offending people who are in a higher position of authority than him. When you stand firm and make your opinions known, it shows that you are confident in what you are saying. Most people are very soft nowadays and default to a passive-aggressive or passive form of communication in all of their interactions. So when you show that you are confident and mean what you say, people will find that refreshing even if they disagree with you, because it's such a rare quality. To be more assertive, practice being direct with people and state your opinions. Remember that assertive communication isn't rude or aggressive. It's a firm statement of ideas and beliefs. It is confidence. Nobody is born being assertive, because it's natural to not want to cause trouble or bother anyone, so it takes practice. If you want to learn more about communication styles that confident people use, check out my previous video on the strong silent type.
And what are your choices if someone puts a gun to your head?
What are you talking about? You do what they say or they shoot you.
Wrong. You take the gun, or you pull out a bigger one, or you call their bluff, or you do any one of 146 other things. If you can't think for yourself, maybe you aren't cut out for this.
Harvey Specter has an incredibly high win rate and is often credited with being able to close any business deal. He's able to achieve such a high level of success because he is a natural problem solver. Anytime there's an unwinnable situation or something unexpected happens, Harvey Specter always has a solution. Aside from him being an exceptionally good lawyer, Harvey Specter tends to use a couple of strategies that are often seen used by real-life closers as well.
The firm has presented an exercise where there's potential for failure, okay? All I'm saying is try and create a situation where that's not even a possibility. Kobayashi Maru.
Koba what now?
Star Trek. Captain Kirk. He wins a no-win situation by rewriting the rules.
You're a Trekkie.
Hey, Captain Kirk is the man, okay? I don't want to hear another word about it.
The first strategy that Harvey Specter uses is he will rewrite the rules. He usually does this by finding a loophole that his opponents don't know about, or simply thinking outside of the box and coming up with an unexpected solution. A variation of this strategy is to lie or bluff when you have no other options, as seen multiple times throughout the series. When you are in a difficult situation with some obvious routes you can take, try looking at some less obvious solutions. This is how you achieve unexpected results and earn the reputation of being a problem solver. The second strategy that Harvey Specter uses is he always plays the man. Rather than just looking at the problem itself, Harvey Specter will look at his opponent and what their motivations are. He knows that often you will have a solution that solves the problem, but the person behind the problem will have their own agenda. He takes time to consider what their motivations are, and this allows him to always be a few steps ahead. We see Harvey use this a lot with Louis Litt and Travis Tanner, as this strategy works especially well with devious personalities. This is because, while devious people are very cunning, they tend to not hide their dislike of others very well, making them easy to read. When you play the man instead of the problem, you see the bigger picture, and this will drastically change your outlook when it comes to problem solving.
You dragged a woman back with cancer here to blackmail me.
You think it's me she's gonna have issue with?
You goddamn bastard.
Says the man cheating on his dying wife.
Harvey Specter is utterly relentless when it comes to winning. He's obsessed and will often do whatever it takes to win. A lot of times that means putting the needs of others last and the needs of the case first. This might seem like a negative, but it's actually a requirement when it comes to reaching a high level in anything. This was actually a major sticking point between Mike Ross and Harvey Specter throughout the series, as Mike wanted to consider clients' feelings and do the right thing, as opposed to getting the job done in the most effective way. However, every time Mike put emotion first, it always came back to bite him and almost got him fired. Mike Ross couldn't understand why Harvey was so stoic because he was new and naive. While emotion isn't inherently bad, to be a winner, you need to be like Harvey Specter and put your mission first and be relentless in achieving it. Another trait that clearly shows how relentless Harvey Specter is the fact that he never backs down from a fight or a challenge.
Just because I don't have a fancy degree doesn't mean you get to come into my house and order me around.
And you go whine to Morello, and I'll knock you on your ass at the pussy you are.
Let me tell you something. You try to stonewall me, you'll be out on the street in less than a week. As for the other stuff, do I think that I'm smarter than you? You're damn right I do. But if you think that means that I can't kick your ass up and down this floor, take a swing and see what happens.
Anytime someone either threatens Harvey physically or legally, he always responds with a witty comeback or dares them to actually do it. Harvey Specter isn't afraid of a challenge because he loves pushing himself. He has a mindset similar to Michael Jordan's in the way that if he isn't winning, he feels like he isn't improving. To truly be great, you need to find something that you can be obsessed with and relentlessly pursue. Only then will you be able to reach the highest level possible.
There is no decision. We need to cut a deal today.
You know what? That's the difference between us, Allison. You want to lose small, I want to win big.
Harvey Specter is a massive risk taker and is always willing to put it all on the table. As mentioned in my Michael Jordan video, one thing that all highly successful people have in common is that they are big risk takers. Nobody's name was ever remembered by playing it safe. Harvey Specter exemplifies this in everything he does. In fact, Harvey would have never even hired Mike Ross, who wasn't an actual lawyer, if he wasn't a big risk taker. Now, this doesn't mean Harvey Specter is reckless, however. He's a genius when it comes to this because he is very good at risk management. Risk management is the ability to take situations that would be much riskier for others and make them less risky for you. He does this by looking at all possibilities and ensuring that he can win in any situation, even if that means bending the rules a little. If by some chance Harvey can't win no matter what he does, he has a plan in place for that as well, so the damage is lessened. The key to using risk management to take bigger risks is to plan every possibility so you aren't surprised. By using risk management to take seemingly huge risks, you are able to earn even bigger gains and advance much quicker than others. This is the main reason why Harvey Specter is much more valuable than other characters in the show, such as Louis Litt, who is more risk-averse. Being risk-averse makes you look unconfident and uncertain, as opposed to looking cautious or safe as intended. Life is full of risks, and to truly reach your potential, you have to be comfortable with taking big risks. By using risk management, you will discover that it's not as hard as you think, and it will gradually become easier. Harvey Specter is a character who is larger than life and is exactly who you imagine when you think of a big-time New York corporate attorney. While Harvey Specter has a lot of negative traits that come from his success, such as being emotionless and being obsessed with his work, reaching a truly high level will always have its drawbacks, like everything in life. The key is to look at characters in real life and fiction and take the good traits and leave out the bad ones so you can become the best version of yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments who you guys think I should cover next.